Hey, welcome back to Sober Now. I'm Jim Lapierre, and today I want to talk with you about a topic. It's a question that I've been asked in 100 different variations, and the question is, am I too much? As we go through change and healing processes, as we invest further in our recovery, sometimes we get some feedback from folks about who and how we are. And hopefully, you have some really healthy and supportive people in your life that give you feedback in the form of constructive criticism, praise, recognition, acknowledgement of your growth. But what I've noticed about people is they tend to fear what they don't understand, and unfortunately, most people respond very poorly to change. So as we kind of come into our own, sometimes that makes folks uncomfortable. This dynamic is actually so common that they make Facebook memes about it. The meme goes, "You will be too much for some people. Those people are not your tribe." There's a story I tell sometimes. Many, many years ago, I went out to dinner with a colleague and her husband. And as we were getting ready to leave, I heard him kind of ask his wife under his breath, is he always on like that? Yes, yes, I am, and unapologetically so. I am by nature very animated. I'm very expressive. I'm batshit passionate, and I have opinions and feelings about seemingly everything. And so, am I too much? Am I too loud? Am I taking up too much space? Well, I want to make space for other people. I want to have great conversation and laugh and explore all kinds of things that are interesting to me. Do I want to get into a lot of small talk and talk about like your new car or your investment portfolio? No, no, I'd rather be beaten with a hammer. No, thank you. So I think because of our experience, it makes sense to me that we envision really most any change that we make as kind of potentially going from one extreme to the other. So if you grew up being taught and believing that you're not enough, and then you change your life and you make some investments and things start getting better, well, then we have to go to the opposite extreme. Like, am I becoming arrogant? Am I becoming narcissistic? And so it is invaluable to have some good people in your life that are going to tell you the truth in no uncertain terms. But it's this constant reevaluating of self, this constant monitoring of self, and noticing how people react to us. And quite often, we make the mistake of viewing their reaction as a reflection of our worth instead of potentially a reflection of their character. Maybe their discomfort isn't about us, it's just the topic at hand. Maybe their discomfort is a product of their insecurity. But this is the self-centeredness that comes in recovery that really isn't selfish. We just have this fear and this underlying belief that everything is about us. So if someone responds poorly, I must have said it wrong, or I must have bad delivery, or I must something. And it doesn't have to be about us. Ideally, you'll take some time and pause. A lot of us just end up kind of awkward and socially anxious and tripping over ourselves. And what we're really trying to do is get comfortable with who we're becoming. And of course, this is an ongoing process, right? You're not going to arrive one day at this is the new you, this is who you are forevermore. It's an emerging work in progress. So I hope that as you continue your journey, you're connecting with people who are secure enough in themselves to appreciate you. What I know about miserable people is that they don't tend to appreciate anyone, and they're not invested in building us up. Sometimes we make the mistake of going back to family, going back to old friends, people that we knew in the course of addiction, or people that we knew just when we were a lot less healthy. And we're hoping that they have something good to offer us. We're hoping that they have some praise and some appreciation for us. And they don't, because that's never who they were. Making new friendships and developing new support systems is usually a distinctly uncomfortable thing to do. But we know that it's worth it, and we know that if we make that investment, we can kind of ease up on ourselves a little bit. Instead of constantly monitoring ourselves, we can trust that the people who are in our lives are going to help us stay grounded. And if we are moving towards some kind of extreme, we can ask that they point it out to us. And then ideally, we can start to relax and just more fully be ourselves. That's a work in progress. It's something that you and your higher power alone have a right to define and decide how that will be, how you will be from this day forward. So I hope you keep making some great investments in yourself. I hope that you email me, jim@sobernow.com. I hope you'll subscribe to our YouTube station and give the videos a like and share with friends and family so we can expand the conversation. Please take excellent care of yourself and have a great day.